YouTube? It's me, Jess, and I'm an opera singer. Today's video is Patron Pick of the Month, and for this month, they have chosen Unleash the Archers performing Awakening. Let's go. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know where to stop. The beat is literally just non-stop. It just keeps going on and going on and going on and going on. Okay, Jesus, this is a lot. I've got to figure out how to break all this down. First, the very beginning. That was really, really intense. The part where there was no instrumentals, there's no guitar, no vocals, nothing. It was just that sound effect that they had lingering on for, I don't know, the first 30, 45 seconds. I'm already in, I don't want to say panic mode, that's a bit dramatic, but I'm already in a bit of a guards up mode because I have literally no idea what sound I'm about to hear. So it just makes that moment where we're just waiting for something to happen that much more intense. Second, I've got to commend the lead guitarists. So far, I believe there's 2 of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. My God, the skills needed in order to execute all of those crazy runs. The coolest part too was the way it was shot. You would think something like this with all of those really fast beats and just this continuous sound, you would think the image would kind of reflect that, just going all over the place in a sense. But I liked that it was just pretty still on the guitarist, and he was so chill. Both of them so chill, literally just standing like this, but you hear this really fast motif or theme going on. The dichotomy of what you hear versus what you see was awesome. I have a little bit of information on this piece because of my dear patrons, specifically one patron. You know who you are. Thank you. Even with that being said, I had no idea what this sound was going to sound like. So the patron let me know that this is considered power metal. I've never heard power metal. I didn't even know that was a subcategory of metal. And let me know that it's typically accompanied with super fast rhythms and like fantasy themes that can span over the course of an entire album or even albums. I think that's really, really great. And then I asked this person, I said, okay, well, as a new listener, if they're coming in and listening to this piece, how do they know the exact storyline of what the album is? Because I would have literally no idea. Is it when they release the album, they also release a little booklet that tells you the storyline? Are you supposed to just listen to the entire album and put two and two together? Are those very specific details of the storyline clearly laid out in all of the songs within the album? I have no idea, but it's really fascinating. And basically what they told me is basically the fans really come together and hone in on all the details, and it's this big topic of discussion, which I think is awesome. The story of The Awakening has to do with Unleash the Archer's last two albums, titled Apex and Abyss. I'm reading notes, thank you patron. And it basically tells the story of an immortal warrior who is bound to serve whomever wakes him from the status he is in between missions. Awakening is the first song from the first album and chronicles him waking up from a 1,000-year sleep to find the person who woke him up. So that's where we're at. That being said, let's now look at the lyrics because I have no idea what was said when this fantastic singer, whose name is Brittany Slays, I believe. Slays, let me know down below. Details what is happening in the story. Lyrics read, "To look up into the night sky, to see the stars, they are changed. To know 1,000 years or more have passed, and I am the same. This mountain hollow that keeps me in a suffocating embrace, a prison and a safe haven. It's always been this way. Lo, a new master calls me to awakening. I know this one brings the end. Far out, beyond the darkness I've been living in its true, a whole new world awaits." I understand the storyline because I have that context from the patron. I would have never known that it's about an immortal warrior who is being awakened for the first time after 1,000 years being asleep. Maybe that's in the last song of the last album. No idea. Now, going back to Miss Slay's vocals, which are bomb. One, I loved how melodic her vocal line is. It's really, really solid. Two, I love that she's adding some vibrato in actually quite a bit of the longer held notes.
Look up into the night sky to see the stars, they'll change. To know 1,000 years or more have passed, and I am the same.
And then three, I love how she's incorporating some darker tones in her voice. At first I was like, she kind of has a little bit of an androgynous sound. It doesn't sound too feminine, but it also doesn't sound super masculine. It's just like a nice mix where it really fits with the sound that's backing her up. Lastly, I also think it's important to kind of analyze why they chose to incorporate this melody and these lyrics with this accompaniment, all that's going on in the guitar and the drums. This is fast music, right? I'm trying to put two and two together in terms of what the storyline is about. So this is about an immortal warrior's first glance at essentially life after 1,000 years. You can only imagine what is probably going through this person's head. They're seeing all new colors, they're seeing all new textures, maybe new structures. Their brain has so much to process and is probably trying to process so much in such a short amount of time because of the lack of everything that they haven't had access to in terms of their senses for the last 1,000 years. When I think of that moment, my God, this accompaniment and everything that's happening just fits that storyline so perfectly. It's probably really, really chaotic mentally. However, you also have this contrast of this beautiful, lush, harmonic line that the vocalist is singing that just kind of brings some stress relief from this, what I would imagine, somewhat chaotic, hazy moment for the warrior. Oh my gosh.
My pulse begins with a note tone. A voice is calling my name. It always starts as whispering, then manifests to a scream. I'm drawn to the creature that wakes me, bound to them by the curse. My soul exists only to serve a covenant above.
Oh!
And not the task ahead, there's no escaping it. There's no good nor evil here. Stare against sunlight, shine bright, away in the night. Once again, rewrite
Yes! Woo! Woo! Oh my. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh my god! That was good! That ascending line in the guitar was so good. I was hoping it was keep going up, and it went exactly where I wanted it to go. There was a moment in like the transition when she stopped singing, and then, I'm sorry, I don't know the other bandmates' names, but the other guy that's playing the guitar that is also singing harmonies with her. My god, their harmonies are so good, and they're singing really high too. But when he came in by himself, I picked out, I think I got the words right, I picked out something like follow my voice or something. Follow my voice. Okay, so I believe he's saying, come to me awakening, follow my voice, come to me. Now, this vocal technique, which I am so unfamiliar with, by the way, I will be the first to acknowledge that. But it's starkly different than what we're hearing from Britney, right? I think it's so interesting when you hear something that starkly different happening within one piece to question, why is that happening? And it's on these words, come to me awakening, follow my voice, come to me. It's like this command. That vocal technique, that does nothing but command your attention. And so when you hear something like that, it's, I don't want to say evil, that sounds a bit harsh, but it's just such a gravitating sound to where it kind of irks you in a weird way. It makes you nervous. And so to have that vocal style incorporated on these words, I think really plays hand in hand and only highlights and emphasizes the words that he is saying, which is follow my voice. My ears, my eyes, everything, all of my senses are following that voice because it is so nerve-wracking. That was really cool. Brittany, we gotta talk about Brittany. I am listening to her vocals and just imagining what it would take to produce that sound because I love it so much. This is a sound that I would literally want to go and like practice and learn the whole song to, her part, not the guy's part, and try and perform it. It's so good. It's so melodic. I just love it. I've got to highlight the chorus because it is so good. It's short, but it's powerful. The chorus reads, "Stellar constellations rise, lighting my way in the night. Once again revitalized, to roam, to never die." Do you hear how the music really uplifts that moment within the chorus? It's super triumphant, it's energetic, it grabs your attention, it just makes you want to chant and sing along. One of the best feelings, I think, as a listener, when you enjoy the atmosphere and the energy being put out so much that your natural instinct is to just literally shout at the top of your lungs to the lyrics that are being sung. I don't know the song, but I wish I did just so I can do that. I wish I could pick out all of the different rhythmic patterns going on in the guitar and the drums, but I just can't do that. However, I am very happy that they are posting different viewpoints of what is happening, so you can see what he is doing on the kick drum, and then you could hear what he is doing with his hands. I can't even like tap just regularly as fast as he is playing. It's wildly difficult. Something really to admire. I have so much deep respect for these musicians because that takes an incredible amount of hours and dedication to get to this level of mastery. That was so good. There were so many transitional moments that were bomb. A headbanger, a vibe. This really does remind me of some classical music, especially like early classical music. When you listen to like Vivaldi and all of those like super early composers, fast, energetic, in your face music that's just a headbanger. This piece is so good. Okay, 2 transitions. The first transition, right before Brittany came back in to sing fear not the task ahead, there's no escaping it, there's no good nor evil here. The guitarist played this quick little riff, and then there was like a drop in music, I believe, as he was playing it or transitioning into it, which then transitioned into her coming in. That was so sick. And then the other transition was when the pulse died down quite a bit and they all started headbanging. Oh, that was such a good transition too. And then also the transition where the other lead vocalist, who's also playing the guitar, came in and harmonized with Brittany. I thought that moment was really cool because I could really hear all of the harmonics. Such a good feeling because, again, it made me want to chime in and sing the notes that I could hear. This so good. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I am really, really looking forward to hearing more from Unleash the Archers, especially if it's music like this. I am here for it. If you liked all that you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Please comment down below what other power metal bands or songs I should do a performance analysis on. Lastly, make sure you check out the description box for ways you can keep in touch with me, get access to exclusive perks, check out the Soprano Notes blog, and or take a lesson with me. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!